Hi there, my name is Emma Bruno. I am playing the role of Bridget in Drop of Blood. I'd like to give a shout out to my family for always giving me the freedom to be the wacky human that I am and believe in everything that I do. So you might know me from a few things. I'm in a web series on Common Room. I got a handful of short films on there. You might know me from the Snapchat Discovery page with the Earnin app, talking to you about savings and such. And you might know me from the stage. I had the pleasure of originating the role of God in Scotch Sundays this year for the Tower Theatre Company. They have lots of productions coming up, so go check those out. I got into acting when I was like sophomore year of summer. It's kind of a funny story. I watched The Avengers that summer with my family because you just had to. It was The Avengers. But to that point, I'd only ever seen like Iron Man, so wasn't super familiar with like the fact that I really loved superhero movies, and that kind of awakened that in me. So I went and I watched all of the prequels after that in order, and they were amazing. Of course, I watched Thor like 17 times for some reason. I really like Tom Hiddleston. But after I watched those, I moved on to DC. And I'd heard that The Dark Knight was amazing. I know that Heath Ledger is a big inspiration for a lot of actors, and for good reason. But the first time I watched it, I kind of thought it was overrated, and don't kill me, I'm gonna get to the good part. But then I like had a dream a week later about it, and then I was like, I need to watch it again, clearly. And I watched it, and I was watching Heath do his thing, and I just thought, I couldn't do that. And it really stuck with me, and I just watched it a lot, and I memorized all of the scenes by accident. I was performing them in my room before I even realized I was acting. And one time I just totally lost myself in a scene, and I just came out of it and thought, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And that is how I got into acting. I'm particularly excited about this project because I have always wanted to be in a horror film. And Bridget specifically, I love the way she talks, I love the way she thinks, I love the way that she exists in this world. She is out of place and naive and sweet, and she doesn't realize she's in a horror film, but she will realize at some point that she's in a horror film. You should want to get involved with this project for a ton of reasons. It's an amazing project. It's gonna be so big, and you want to get it on the ground floor. And we have tons of rewards for pledging. My favorite one, that I'm the most excited about, is if you pledge $1,000, you get essentially every single reward that preceded that, but then you also get to be on set with us. You get to be an extra in a horror film, and you don't get that opportunity all that often, so I definitely think you should take advantage of that. My favorite horror movie is The Shining, but the one that I'm currently obsessed with is Midsommar for a lot of reasons, because it's beautiful. The cinematography is so like bright and vibrant, and there's flowers everywhere, and so you're like looking at this stunning scenery, feeling as comfortable as possible because it's impossible not to when it's that beautiful. And then you're watching these horrible things take place, and like psychologically, the way that they use that thematically is just astounding. And if I had to describe Drop of Blood in 5 words or less, I'd say it's a wild ride.